I was unable to pay him child support for a child that I was caring for. I was the one taking care of his daily stuff, on top of having to pay a man child support that he's not staying with. You ain't getting shit.
If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more intense courtroom showdowns. Now, let's jump back into the video. This one is seriously heated. We've got a wild case today featuring a mom who flat out refuses to pay the child support this man is rightfully owed. And let me tell you, things spiral fast. She completely loses it during the hearing, throws a full-blown tantrum, makes excuse after excuse, and tries every trick in the book to dodge responsibility. Meanwhile, the dad keeps his composure like a pro. He stays calm under pressure and even gets a surprise boost when his friends join the Zoom hearing at the end to back him up. But here's the real twist. This mom already lost custody of her kids for reasons that aren't entirely clear. Now she's on the hook for over $3,000, and she's doing everything she can to wriggle out of paying. The tension in this one is off the charts. It gets messy, it gets emotional, and it definitely gets dramatic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Whose side are you on? Let's dive in and see how it all unfolds.
Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court as it relates to this case?
No extra information. Well, you know what? She did. My son did run away when he was in the summer of before he turned 18, and then he went to go live with his brother. So that would that's what he did, and so he's lived with his brother for I'd say about 7, 8 months. I can't remember the exact time. It's been a long time.
It's been a year.
And did you agree during that time frame for the child to live with someone else?
Yeah,
No.
to live with his brother.
No.
Ms. Hagwood, no one's asking you a question right now.
And just to confirm, sir, about how long did the child live with the other sibling?
It's about 7 or 8 months, I believe. I'm kind of off. Like I said, it's been a very long time.
Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Sherry Ann Baldwin.
I'm sorry, is your last name also Hagwood?
That's my maiden name, and it's Haygood.
Haygood. Okay, thank you, ma'am. As it relates to the child support judgment, the state has calculated that you owe a total of $2,367.20 as of March 31st, 2024. I'm requesting that you pay that back at $150 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
No, sir.
Explain to the court why you're not in agreement to the amount that you owe.
Well, I got a phone call.
I don't know if it's just me, but I'm definitely picking up on some serious energy from this Sherry Hagwood character. The judge doesn't seem too thrilled with her either. She literally cuts the guy off mid-sentence, and it's just not a good look. Also, I couldn't help but notice his friend in the bottom right corner, just quietly watching the whole thing unfold. It's kind of hilarious, honestly. Let me know in the comments what you think so far, because this is seriously entertaining. I mean, just look at the guy's demeanor in the top right. You can tell he's got nothing to hide. Meanwhile, she's constantly interrupting and trying to twist the story to her advantage. Alright, let's get back into it and see what she has to say next. This is about to get even more interesting. Next voice, next voice. I don't know about you guys, but I'm calling cap on this one. She's clearly not telling the whole truth, and I can't tell if she's actually confused. Or just pretending to be. Either way, come on. Who doesn't know how this works? If you want to change your child support payments, simply not paying them isn't the answer. You have to go through the court, file a motion, and get it officially modified. If you don't, those payments will just keep stacking up, and it's only going to make you look worse in front of a judge. So either she really doesn't understand how the system works, or she's playing dumb to get out of paying what she owes. Either way, it's not a good look. Now, I get that the guy said the kid went to live with his brother, that's fine, but that still doesn't mean you just stop paying without going through the proper channels. If you don't update the court, you could end up paying for things you're technically not responsible for anymore. So whether she's in the right or not, this whole story just isn't adding up for me. Let's see if she has anything else to say, because so far, it's looking pretty sketchy. All right, let's get back into it.
February 1st of 2022 from my oldest son, who is, Lewis isn't the father, Dylan Haygood. And he told me that my son Lewis is there. He's been thrown out. And he doesn't know what to do. So I start helping. Lewis comes over here and he's staying with me for a few weeks. He's staying with his brother. And then finally he moves in with me April 1st of 22. And he's been away from his father ever since. Me and his brother's been caring for him, his eyeglasses, his doctor's appointments, getting him to court. I have documentation from the court stating that he was with me and his brother, probation officers that are willing to whatever y'all need them to write up. But I was unable to pay him child support for a child that I was caring for.
And
And
during that time, thank
that's
you,
a
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And during that time frame, when the child started to reside with you, did you petition the court to change the child support to reflect
yes,
that the
sir.
child was living with you?
Yes, sir. I called y'all immediately and I emailed the court paper that I had stating that he was living with his brother. And then I went and got the lady told me to do this.
Ms. Hagan?
The whatever child support officer I spoke with told me to go file this with the courts. And it's my name is Sherry Ann Baldwin. I am the mother and the child of Luis Mendoza. He has resided with me since April 1st, 2022, and is currently residing in Johnson County. And it's signed and dated.
Again,
And
Ms.
then,
Hagan,
pardon me.
The question that was asked is, did you petition the court to change the child support amount? Now, did you file a paperwork stating that the child was living with you? My question was, did you petition the court to request that the child support be changed to reflect that the child was residing with you?
Yes, sir, I did.
What's their case number, ma'am?
Well, I called y'all and told you that he was living with me and not the father. She told me to send in the paperwork that I had, so I did. And then she said she had 190 days to contact the father and that y'all would get a hold of me. And then she said that they froze the funds. And so I don't know.
I've got to say, I love how this judge is calling her out. It's about time. Like I mentioned earlier, none of this adds up. I mean, they've been divorced for what, like 10 years now? And she's trying to claim she just forgot to notify the court? Come on. If you've been dealing with the legal system that long, you'd know by now that you have to go through the court to make any changes, especially when it comes to child support or anything involving your kid. That's just standard procedure. It's not some secret loophole. Most people know that. Now, up until this point, she's been kind of holding it together, but in this next part of the clip, she totally loses it. Things are about to escalate fast, and the judge is not having it. He shuts it down quick. Let's wrap this up and see how the judge handles it, and what she has to say when she finally snaps, because it's about to get wild.
All right, and as it relates to the medical support, ma'am, the state has calculated that you owe a total of $849.32 as of March 31st, 2024, and requesting that you pay that back at $50 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
No, sir.
And could you explain to the court why you're not in agreement to paying that amount?
Because I feel like I was the one caring for his needs. I was the one taking care of his daily stuff on top of having to pay a man child support that he's not staying with. I don't have extra money like that. I can't be taking him to the eye doctor and to appointments and feeding him and clothing him and paying him his father child support.
And just to confirm, ma'am, when you say that you're paying the father child support for a child that's residing with you, when exactly did you pay those amounts to the father?
I have documentation of every child support payment I ever made, and I have documentation of it.
And ma'am, were
And
you able to review the report that was provided on the screen as it relates to
I
the
couldn't
child
really
support payment?
see. I couldn't really see, but
And
I
would you like for
stopped
me to
paying
show that
after April
April of what year, ma'am?
22. I stopped paying, and that's when I went and got the documentation that he was living with me full time.
All right, we have to understand one thing. The Attorney General's office is not the court. You can ask the AG's office to do a lot of stuff. You can ask them questions. You can ask them to file something for you that might help you, but they're not the court.
That was just straight up embarrassing. Honestly, I doubt she's ever going to pay that money. This case happened a while back, and I couldn't find any updates, but let's be real. We can probably assume she let it default. I'd be surprised if that guy ever sees a dime of that. $3,000, that said. After watching the whole thing, I'm kind of torn. It feels like maybe he doesn't deserve the full amount, possibly just half since the kid wasn't even living with him. So, the whole situation is a bit murky. But putting that aside, her behavior in court was way out of line. Even if you're muted, talking like that in front of a judge is just reckless. And in this case, the mic wasn't muted, so she got hit with a $50 fine on the spot. Honestly, I think it should have been more.
If you don't file anything with the court, then it's almost like nothing ever happened because the AG has discretion to do what they like, which means they could file something or they could not file something. They didn't file anything. Separately, what you're supposed to do is file something with the court, and nothing was ever filed with the court. I don't work for the AG's office. The judges in the courthouse don't work for the AG's office. So you can tell me all day long that you talk to the AG's office, but that's not the court. So I can't modify your order. You were responsible to modify your own order if the AG didn't want to help you, or if you wanted to do it on your own. It's very simple to do, and that hasn't happened. So you owe these arrears. It's a very small amount. You owe the full amounts that are owed. You decided not to make payments. So you owe $2,367.20, payable at $150 a month, and medical support arrears of $849.32, payable at $50 a month. If there's money on hold, then they will try to forward that towards those amounts. And then if there's any remaining balance, then those are the monthly payments. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You ain't getting shit.
Hey, good. You want me to find you in contempt of court? Ms. Haygood, I can fine you $50 for contempt of court for cussing in my court. So please, don't act like a child. We don't need
I
that.
thought I was off. I thought I hit the button. I'm sorry.
Okay, be respectful. All right, y'all can press leave to exit out, please.
She totally disrespected the judge and made herself look even worse by flat out saying she wouldn't pay. That kind of response just undermines the whole process. It's really not surprising she lost custody. After watching this, you can kind of piece together how it all went down. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading and replying to every single one. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more courtroom drama and wild cases like this. I've got more content coming your way soon, because I seriously love diving into these situations and breaking them down with you all. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. This is Justice Executed, signing off.